Hello, everyone. So glad that we're here. Something that's been on my mind, well, always, I think, on my mind, even when I didn't realize it, was speaking truth, trying to find truth, seeking truth. And it was when I finally decided to stop looking on the outside of myself for truth and look on the inside. It's when I began to find it. And so, now in my life, I'm learning to continue to speak my truth for myself in my own ways to what feels good to me. And so, one of the questions I wanted to ask you is, do you say what you really mean? Because I noticed that I used to do the same thing and I still do the same thing. I had the realization while I was just in the shower, the magic warm water always brings things to the conscious mind, that I'm really getting away from beating around the bush, not saying exactly what I feel. Now, there's different ways to speak truth, to say exactly how we feel, and I am learning to speak truth at a vibration that is neutral, less adjectives, descriptive words, narrowing it down to the most authentic words that I can speak because I'm learning to speak truth within myself. It's just a natural reaction for me to reflect that, try to mirror that same truth on the outside. And I find that it becomes very painful for myself and for the other person when I don't say exactly what's on my mind. It may not at first or the second or third time, but you know that little thing called animosity that we start to feel towards someone? Why do we feel animosity? And I think it's because, oh, I know it's because the people involved aren't speaking their truths. Because if we all spoke our truths to one another, there wouldn't be any animosity because we wouldn't stick around that person for very long. Or we would decide to join frequencies and learn to compromise to ascend within that vibration. So today, I'm making I had a new realization within my mind that I'm going to start speaking more truth because I noticed that it causes me to become defensive, and then there's this like frequency that comes in that's not authentic to who I am, and it creates a scenario that didn't have to go a certain way. And I'm just recognizing within myself that, letting go of fear is what it's all about. And fear is caused by the lack of awareness. So when we're aware of something, it's like, oh, now I have the recognition. And then it's almost like picking up a tool off the ground and sticking it in the toolbox. We have to learn how to use that tool. So it doesn't happen overnight. We have to practice it, just like riding a bike. We're remembering ourselves, our truth. And so we practice those things until we then one day will realize, oh, I'm doing it naturally, pat on the back, and all of these tools that we pick up off the ground and put in our toolbox, they're there to continue to pull them out to use them. It doesn't mean that those things never resurface. It just means that we have the awareness of them and we can shut it down when it happens. We can become aware of it, embrace it, to purge that, and then it realigns the vibration very quickly because while we're raising our vibration, tapping into our vibration within our own being, we have the outside world that we vibrate with also. And so it's about paying attention to those vibrations. And if there's a pull, if there's something that you have to question, either get quiet within yourself to hear soul speak or ask the question of someone else. Or, we don't really have to ask questions if we feel and see energy because we already know the answer. So really it's just about being aware within oneself to feel our own energy to then authentically see the energy of someone else. Because fear does nothing but hold us back unless we use it as a tool to ascend, to transcend the things that don't feel good, to raise the vibration within us that keeps us in a lower realm. Because fear is just here to teach us who we really are. It's not an authentic vibration. That's why it doesn't feel good, but we always come back to love. Love is something that feels good because it's natural. It flows freely. There are no blockages within it. And so when we realize that fear, pain is not real, then that's when we can start to realize and recognize our emotional, which means things that we feel, a vibration to redirect our thought process, to be able to see energy authentically. So next time you're speaking with someone, and most importantly, next time you're speaking with yourself, if there's a vibration that doesn't feel good, get quiet just for a second to feel the vibration so that it's not reactionary. Because when we have control of our energy to be able to guide within what's being shown to us, that's when we're able to tap into the magic of creation. I love you to the moon, family. Have a great night.